Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you what a dominant seventh chord is and how to write them. Basically, what a dominant seventh chord is a 5 chord with a 4th note added onto it. So it eventually becomes a major chord with a minor 7th on top. If you don't know what a 5 chord is, I suggest studying scale degree names before moving on to this lesson. Because there are 4 notes, there are 4 different positions that this chord can be in. Only 3 inversions. I'm sorry, I wrote the wrong word. Today I'm going to be talking about what those inversions are and how to find them. The first is the root position, which is 7-5-3. The first inversion is 6-5-3, the second inversion is 6-4-3, and the third inversion is 6-4-2. Now to make things easier, we like to simplify it a little bit. So the simplified version of writing these inversions is 7, 6-5, 4-3, and 2. We get these inversions by counting the intervals in between the notes, which will become more apparent as we go along. Alright, let's start with the easy key of C major, which has no sharps or flats. The first step would count from C 5 steps up to G. We're going to start with a simple dominant chord, so the notes are going to be G, B, and D. Because the key of C does not have any sharps or flats in the key signature, we don't have to add any accidentals. Now, the V7 chord has the minor 7th added on top, so the notes will be G, B, D, and F. The first inversion will be taking the G from the bottom and moving it to the top. So we are going to write the notes as B, D, F, and G. Again, because this is the key of C major, we're not going to have any accidentals. I hope this is starting to make sense to you as to how we get the different inversions. Basically, all we're going to be doing is counting the intervals between the notes from the bottom note. So the first one is going to be a third, the second is going to be a fifth, and the last one is going to be a sixth. To get the second inversion, we're moving the B to the top. So we're going to be writing the notes as D, F, G, and B. The last inversion is again moving the bottom note to the top, so we're going to have F, G, B, and D. Alright, now what if we're in the key of A minor? Remember, whenever we're writing out chords in a minor key, we're going to be using harmonic minor. This means even though A minor has no sharps or flats, we're going to be raising the G to a G sharp. Then we count 5 steps up from an A to an E to get our 5 chord. Then we begin by writing out the 5th, starting on the E, so the notes will be E, G, and B. To get our V7 chord, we add that 4th note, which is a minor 7th. And once again, because we're in harmonic minor, we're going to add that G sharp. Okay, let's move on to a more complex key of G minor. Remember, we're still working in harmonic minor. This means that our key signature is going to be B flat, E flat, and F sharp. Counting 5 steps up from G will take us to a D, so the notes will be D, F, A, and C. And because of our key signature, we're going to have to add that F sharp. Okay, now what if we want to build a dominant 7 chord on top of any given note? Let's say we're given the note D and are told to build the dominant 7 chord on top of it. The first step would be to add 3 notes on top of that note. So we would add F, A, and C. Then we would count 5 notes down from D to get to G. Now we know that we're in the key of G major. Because we know that G major has F sharp, we add that accidental to our chord. At this point, you're probably wondering why the G major and G minor dominant 7th chords are the same. I'm going to quickly explain this through a parallel between C major and C minor. We'll begin by writing out the key signature for both. C major has no sharps or flats, C minor has B flat, E flat, and A flat, but because we're working in harmonic minor, we're going to make that B a natural. Now the 5 chord for C major is G, B, and D. Because of the key signature, there are no accidentals. The 5 chord for C minor is also G, B, and D, and because of harmonic minor, we're not going to have any accidentals either. So now you can see that they're both the same because the 5 chord in either major or minor will always be major. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video helped you understand dominant chords a little better. Comment below if you have any questions and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can.